Hey guys, what's up? Retro Shinobi here, coming at you in another video. This is the first video of the 10K challenge. I'm really excited to start this out for you guys. I have a couple of addendums I want to make to the rules. Earlier, I had said that I wanted to make $10,000 in profit. And while I still want to do that, I also want to have built a video game collection in Iowa separate from this collection here that is worth $10,000 as well. So I just wanted to kind of elaborate on that. Makes it a little harder, I think, but it also makes it more interesting. I do have games already there that I'm going to put into a video game app when I get there and can, look at everything and make sure that I know exactly what I have. I am still in Illinois for another week and a half or so, maybe 2 weeks. So I'm going to be going back to Iowa then. So these first couple of episodes of the 10K challenge are going to be here in Illinois. So I kind of wanted to start it off by showing some video games that I picked up. Well, saying that I picked them up is wrong. I got them as Christmas gifts or for birthday gifts. So first, they're right behind me. We have a great game, Aliens Infestation. Now, this is a very good copy of the game, complete, of course. So, Aliens Infestation is a Metroidvania based off of the Aliens franchise. This game came out right at the end of the DS's lifespan, and that's why it's so rare, in my opinion, because probably not a lot of people were buying this. They were busy going out and getting their 3DSs. But this looks very fun. I'm excited to play through it. A lot of people say that the only drawback is that it can get a little repetitive. So playing this a little bit at a time, getting to know the world, and kind of going through the dungeon and back and forth, I think will be very interesting, and I'm really glad that I got to add it to the collection. The next game that I got was Yu Yu Hakusho Ghost Files Dark Tournament for the PS2. Now, this copy has a little bit of damage. It's kind of hard to show because of how it's kind of reflective, but down here there's a little bit of what looks like some moisture damage, and then up here in the back, I'm sure you can see there's a little bit of cover damage. And same kind of thing with the manual. It's a little wavy. It's not like perfect. And then the disc itself also has some scratches on the inside. But all in all, pretty good copy for the PS2. So this is a more standard fighting game based off of the Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament arc in the anime, which was a very good arc, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. It's kind of a shame what happened to the end of Yu Yu Hakusho. If you know, you know. But this game, I've heard, is one of the best Yu Yu Hakusho video games that they made. There was a couple that came out for the Game Boy Advance. You had one for the DS that didn't come to America, and then you had this one for the PS2. This looks like a very solid fighting game, and I think it would be a lot of fun to crack this out with some friends and just have a good time. The next game that I got is Berserk in the Band of the Hawk for the PS4. As you can see here, there's another that kind of warping on the front, which translates to the back. You can also see there's a little bit of indentation around the disc space. So it's not a perfect copy, but it doesn't need to be, right? This is a game that I'm definitely playing. It has the insert here, which this game, when it came out, didn't come with a manual, just an insert saying that you can watch Berserk on Crunchyroll. The disc is in great condition. So this is in the style of a Warriors game, your Samurai Warriors, that game, but it follows the story of Berserk. Now it goes from the beginning of the Golden Age arc all the way through the Black Swordsman arc. This game is a lot of fun. I've been playing it a little bit. I'm really looking forward to finishing it and getting a platinum trophy. Next, we have Octopath Traveler 2 for the PS5. Now, I have not played the first game, but I've seen gameplay of both, and they're definitely on my list. I'm not 100% sure if I have it for the Switch or not. I'm not 100% sure if I have it for the Switch or not. We will find out when I get back to Iowa. But this is sealed as of now. I'm not going to open it until I play and beat the first one, which sadly only came out for the Switch as far as I know. Octopath Traveler popularized the 2.5D pixel graphics style that is making its way around the JRPG community and in their modern games. Originally, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I've really warmed up to it, so I'm really excited to give this game a try. Like I said, I still haven't played the first one, but I will definitely be picking that one up in the future. Next, for the PS5, is Vernal Edge. Now, this game was made and produced physically by Red Art Games, which is it's a studio that I knew nothing about before I saw this game. But it seems to me, while I couldn't find anything about the physical print release of this title, I did notice when I went on their website that Red Art Games produced a different game that had a print run of about 10,000. So this is most likely a pretty limited print for physical, which is sad because there is a break in the seal right there. It's very small, but it's still sealed as of right now. And it looks like it's a very fun game. So I'm kind of tempted to open it and play it, but I also, when something is such a low print run, it's hard because, maybe 10 years down the line, I'll look back and say, oh, why didn't I just buy the digital copy, right? And keep it sealed. So I might do that. I might not do that. We'll have to see. But I'll be showing gameplay right now. This is another Metroidvania. I love my Metroidvanias. The gameplay looks good. The graphics look amazing. Some people say that the gameplay is too intensive and too involved, but some people say that that's the best part. So I'll have to dig my teeth in and see how I feel about it personally. Now, this is by Red Art Games, which is a studio that I knew nothing about, but apparently makes a lot of great games, whether or not they're developing them or releasing games that normally wouldn't get physical releases. It's something that I definitely have to keep my eyes on, even though that most of them, it seems, only get released in the UK, which is kind of sad, but, maybe I'll be getting some UK-released games. And then, last but certainly not least, a game that I've been playing a lot of over the last couple days is Undernaut's Labyrinth to Yomi, which is a very fun RPG title. Did not come with a manual, and the game disc is in my PS5 right now. Yeah, I'm going to go a little more in depth because I've been playing a lot of this. So I usually don't go for dungeon crawling RPGs, but what really drew me in initially was the dark storytelling and graphics. What kept me involved is the loot system and the difficulty of the turn-based gameplay and the kind of complexities that come along with that. So I would definitely say check this game out. It's a lot of fun. It's difficult, and the different classes and customizations make it a very interesting and customizable experience that I have been absolutely loving chugging through. Definitely being a little vulnerable, showing you guys what I weigh, but this is where I'm starting out at, 369.0 pounds. So I've got a lot to go, a lot to lose, a lot to look forward to. My first meal of the challenge was some pepperoni pizza, and the cheese had a little heart in it, so I just wanted to show that off. Day one, I went for a walk. It was 34 degrees outside, but with the wind chill, it felt like 27. It was rough. I'm not gonna lie, as you can tell in the video, it was very cold. But I trekked through it, wanted to get those 10,000 steps at least on the first day. This also includes me walking through nature. The walk was a little over an hour long. All right, guys, it is officially day 2 of the 10K challenge. I'm not going to announce every single day, but today I have something that I want to share with you guys. So I went to Goodwill with my dad and we picked up a good amount of games here. So here you can see the total paid was $37 and I got a 10% discount because I'm a student. And that got everything I'm going to show you guys now. So we have several Nerf guns. There was a cart that the lady had just brought out from the back and it was full of these. I've done research on most of these. Most of these are your $15 to $20. This Revoltinator, I think it's called, is worth about $30. Then we got this Pac-Man. I picked this up because it was $2.84, but it's not really worth a lot. This right here is a 56-volt battery system. This is going for about $50 pretty steadily on eBay, so that'll be something to resell to get money for buying video games, right? Picked up this Super Mario that didn't have a sticker on the receipt, so they just gave it to me for 99 cents. Got this Cookie Monster here. He was pretty cheap. I'm gonna have to trim him up a little bit. He's got some loose strings, but this should be able to get about $20 to $25 for that. Got this, it's a Kate Spade cup. Should be able to get about 15 to 20 for this as well, and it only cost me $1 or $2. Got one more Nerf gun right here. This is the Nerf Vortex Pyragon, and this by itself is worth maybe 15 bucks, but with this drum mag, it's probably worth about 40. Drum mag itself I've seen go for about 20 to 25, and again, this isn't stuff that I'm interested in, but it will be used as kind of fuel, if you will, for the video game collection, right? So buying more video games and being able to buy games, kind of using that as fuel. And the last thing, which is video game related, is this large Tom Nook pillow. This I'm considering keeping. It was $7, but I see comps of this for about 20 to 25. So when I initially saw it, I saw around 35, 40. I got pretty excited and just bought it, especially because it's cool. I like Animal Crossing, but for $7, it's still got the tag on it. For $7, I might keep it, I might sell it, I'm not sure. It's definitely worth selling. It'd be pretty easy to box because you can kind of just squish it in there. But it is video game related, it's pretty cool. I also kind of contemplated holding on to Mario here. Having something like that to decorate the shelves could be pretty nice. But again, I'm not sold on that. It sells for about 15 to 20 bucks, which again is a really easy ship. You could just put this in a bubble mailer and send this off, and pretty easy ship. So I might sell it, I might keep it, I'm not exactly sure. So pretty amazing Goodwill pickups in general. I did the full eBay listing and added everything up, and it was about $260. And that's before shipping costs. So with shipping costs, probably be looking at about $150 to $180 in profit. So, we can hope, right? Fingers crossed that get that much for it. Shipping, obviously, shipping Nerf guns is something I kind of didn't really think about until after I'd bought them and was thinking about how to ship them. It's going to be difficult, especially for this one right here, the Revoltinator, because if you see it, compared to me, it's pretty long. So I'm probably going to have to make a custom box out of 2 boxes, kind of put them together, which can get pretty pricey when it comes to shipping. So I might take a loss. I might try to put some of the bigger items up on Facebook Marketplace and see if I can just kind of, you know, turn $3 or $4 into $15 and, you know, not get what it's fully worth, but still get some money out of it, right? So that's the idea, that's the hope, that's the goal. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, guys, day 3, got another update for you guys. My dad was on Facebook Marketplace and got himself a deal. I'll show that really quick. This isn't something that I picked up. I picked it up for him, but I didn't pick this up. It's a 3DS XL Mario and Luigi Dream Team Edition. It's in pretty good shape. There's some minor damage to the console. You see right there a little like nick. But into the box, a little bit of damage, not too bad. And then he got this Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS, and it came with Luigi's Mansion, also disc or cartridge only. But the guy mentioned that he had something else that he wanted to sell that he didn't have up on Facebook Marketplace. And he wanted $70 for it. I was able to talk the guy down to $60. And that is an Indigo GameCube. Now, this does not have the cover that goes to the Game Boy player, which makes me think that at one time he probably had the Game Boy player, or maybe he still has the Game Boy player, which is sad for me. But it also came with a GameCube controller, the hookups, your power cord, and the AV cable. You've got 2 third-party memory cards and a disc-only Star Fox Adventure. Now, Star Fox is a little scratched, but it'll definitely play. $60 isn't the best deal, honestly. When he said Star Fox, I assumed that it was in the box over text, but it was just the disc. But, you know, I was there and I wanted a deal, so I got a deal. All right, guys, it is day 6 of the challenge. I have not been able to make my 10,000 steps goal every single day. The first day I did, but it is just so cold out. When I get back to Iowa, I have a gym in the apartment complex that I'm living in that has a treadmill, and I think that it's a lot more reasonable because it's, you know, when it's below freezing and there's snow on the ground, it's hard to get 10,000 steps, right? So, you know, kind of keeping that in mind, that's kind of where I'm at. But with that in mind, I got one more thing off of Facebook Marketplace that I want to show you. A little lot, it's pretty good. And then a couple more things that I picked up yesterday. So with that, I will grab that and we'll get into that. So originally, the offer on this lot was $20. And my dad messaged the lady and was like, hey, like, I'd be interested. She was like, I've received a lot of offers. Somebody offered 35. My dad was like, okay, would you do 40? I'll pick it up right now. She was like, okay. So we got it. And that is this lot of plushies. We've got Birdo, Ice Flower, Goomba, Bowser, Ludwig von Koopa, Fireflower, Power Star, Mario Hat, Black 1-Up, Koopa Troopa, Wario. Wario does not have a hat, so we've got Tanuki Mario, and then Baby Mario, Luigi, and Waluigi. So all of this for $40 might not seem like the greatest deal, but most of these go between $15 and $20. I think putting them all in a lot for $100 would be no stretch of the imagination. So that was a good deal. So first, we have Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana, the deluxe edition for the PS5. And I was really surprised when I opened this because it's a PS5 game that has a soundtrack and a manual. I think this is the first PS5 game that I've seen that has like an actual manual. So here is a soundtrack, and then here's the game. PS5, a lot of people say that Ys 8 is one of the best Ys games in the series. I'm really excited to try this. I've never played it before, This was $25. So 25 bucks. I've seen it retail about, you know, your 35, 40 range on eBay for PS5 version. I'm definitely going to keep this, add this to the collection. And yeah, and the other one, I've been waiting to pick this up for a long time. It's been on my list, but I never see it dip below like your 50s, 60 range. And that is Ring Fit Adventure for the Nintendo Switch. This one was also $30. And it was at a Disc Replay. And it comes with your pad, your Ring Fit, and then of course the game. And the game, I don't know if it was supposed to come with the manual. I'm assuming not. Game is in there. I'm gonna definitely be playing this. I want to see if it actually is good when it comes to, you know, potential weight loss, right? I want to see how it works as a fitness game. So I'm definitely going to be incorporating that into my challenge, show a little bit of video of how it works and, you know, burning calories and whatnot, right? So I'm excited to show that off. So yeah, cool games. So far for this challenge, we failed a little short, or we fell a little short, I should say, of the steps, and we won't know how I'm doing on weight until tomorrow when I start the recording for week 2. As far as making money goes, I think we're doing really well on our way to $10,000 in the collection, as well as in profit, because we've got a lot of things to sell, a lot of things that are going to be going to video games, some things that are going to be going to the profit margin, right? So fingers crossed we continue to do well. I think when I get to Iowa, it's probably going to slow down. Partway through week 2, I'm going to be transitioning to Iowa, you know, getting all this stuff from here to Iowa. I'm really excited to share with you guys the continuation of this story, of this challenge. I think it's a really interesting idea, and I'm really excited to continue it and to bring it to fruition. So with further ado, I'm going to show a couple of things showing the current value of the collection, notwithstanding the games that I have in Iowa, and going to show kind of where we are with steps for the week and how that looks for the weekly breakdown. So yeah, without further ado, this is Retro Shinobi signing out. So as you can see, week 1, we're dealing with a little less than 30,000 steps and 13.7 miles. This is the current value of the video game collection before I get to Iowa. We're looking at a total of $1,252. That's mostly in my PS5 and the controllers and the GameCube. But that is all for this week. I hope you guys liked the video. If you stuck through, this one's a little longer than they're mostly going to be. But I am really excited to continue this challenge for you guys. So once again, this is Retro Shinobi signing out.